Yeah, no, thanks indeed. We really appreciate the support from the public, the media. It's not often that we got such a huge media turnout in terms of the under 23. So coming to the game itself, yeah, the game I think came out the way one would have sort of expected it. A team that sits, a team that plays out with a long pass. They changed the team like we changed the team as well. A little bit strong and aggressive in the midfield. I thought we started off very nicely, opened them up, but we're a little bit anxious, in the final third, not finding the right pass, to connect and take advantage of the openings that we had to settle the nerves, and the anxiety by taking a lead. And of course, then also important, then midway through, we thought of started playing a different game, and I told them halftime that the team that is playing there is not a team that I know. It's not a team that trained for 2 days, to try to prepare. And then you could see we considered a free goal, of course, from giving the ball away and not defending properly on the wing. And then second half, it was important, like I said to the boys, that go back, put the ball down, play. Don't be scared of playing out with a short build up. And then once we found that and we opened them, we came through the midfield. I think our progression of playing to the final third, you could see a little bit that we lacked rhythm. We lacked the combination, the right combinations. But I think the game was down to decision making, and we scored a very good goal, with Ndu coming and making immediate impact, which was part of the game plan, to try to inject more pace into our attack, whether we were leading or we were behind. Unfortunately, we were behind. So, yeah, I think 1-1, one will take it, is what it is what we sort of mentally prepared for. But we got a big fight, of course, going into the second leg. And I'm sure we are waiting. I told the team that we are a team that will always score a goal, and that gives me confidence to say we can go and turn the tie around. We scored two away in Togo, so who says we can't go sorry, in Togo, and now we're going to Congo. I think we are worthy of at least one goal, which could be enough to take us through. But I think we can go two or three. But it's important that we play the quality of football and brand of football that doesn't favor the opposition. Especially when we're playing long and direct, is what favored them, and then they gave us problems with the turnovers, especially when our fullbacks are out of position and finding the passes in behind them. So yeah, so far not the best result. Yes, not happy with the result entirely, of course, because we want to win at home, because that gives a bit of an advantage. But it's a situation that we are in. But I think I'm confident that we can go turn the tie around in Congo.
Good afternoon, everyone. All protocol observed. Obviously, for me, I think we started the game well. I think we, throughout the game, throughout the first half, I think we got a bit anxious, like Coach said, and I think for us, we started playing a game that favored them, and obviously that was not part of our game plan. So for us, that favored them. But second half, when we came back, I think we started playing a bit more, and that gave us some more momentum. Playing the style that we know that favors us. Obviously, they bigger, more physical. So for us to rotate the ball and keep the ball, obviously to frustrate them a bit, obviously was going to help us. We knew that they coming here, obviously, to just sit back and not come at us that much and just play on turnovers. So we had to minimize the turnovers. But obviously, they scored from a turnover and a cross from out wide. So obviously, we'll go back and look at that. But yeah, I think the result was obviously not what we would have wanted. Would have obviously wanted to win at home, but it's not over. We go there. Obviously, we believe in what we have and our talent. Obviously, I think the guys are more than capable to go out there and win.
Est-ce qu'on peut nous aider, cette télé Congo, avec un interprète qui pourrait.
Clear up the air. I don't know if maybe we can make it a joint interview, because that's what it seems like it's turning out to be, But yeah, coming to your question, yeah, of course we knew the kind of team they are, and I don't think they will change their style and their approach. To be honest with you, Hence, I'm saying that we also have to keep playing to our strengths, and we look at you take away the free goal that we considered, which is a very good goal, by the way. And we knew that their wing play is very good, a different player from the last one.
Guys, please keep quiet. Keep quiet. It's a press conference. Keep quiet or go out. Keep quiet or go out. But disturbing this.
Yeah. So as I'm saying, I think we know how best way to play, and I think we know the team that we are up against, and we just have to knuckle down, work harder, put in a good fight, and use our talent, to get through this tie. A little bit disappointed also, with our set plays, our deliveries. We didn't connect really from the corners that we had, So those are the areas we look at. But I'm confident that we can go out there and turn this tie around.
Thanks, for the show, coach. To Keegan, as players, I mean, the team has been to previous Olympic Games. As players, is it something you think about? Does it put pressure on you because South Africans are used to this team going to the Olympics?
Look, I don't think it's pressure. I think it's more of motivation for us to know that we're working towards something. Obviously, it would be a great feeling for us also to qualify for the African Cup of Nations, and from there to obviously go to Olympics. Obviously, that's the main goal. So for us, we know, and this is motivation for us. It's not a lot of pressure. Obviously, pressure comes with the game. That's just part of the game. But it's how we deal with it and turn that pressure into motivation.
For you, coach, same question.
Yeah, we spoke about it, and it's an expectation. It's what we want. It's what South Africa wants. So I don't think the boys were under any form of pressure, really. Talking of going to the qualification for AFCON and the Olympics, the most important thing was to focus on this game, and look at how we came into this game on the backdrop of a very hectic PSL program, bringing in players, So now going into Congo, we'd have been together for more days. And yesterday, you could see the team starting to have a feel of cohesion, to be honest with you. And hence, I'm saying the way we started showed that, the cohesion is there. Then when the pressure comes, like normal young players, and this is the experience that they'll take, then suddenly, you start to see things that you didn't train, And again, of course, then players play according to how they play in their clubs, isn't it? So I had to quickly come in half time and knuckle it down and bring it together again. And we'll continue to do that. We created a lot of good opportunities, and we'll look into it and see the final pass, maybe not the right one, the delayed pass, not the right one. We worked on crossing and finishing only one session, by the way, yesterday. No complaining, but now we have an opportunity to fine tune that. And I think we will open them for sure. Then we need to improve on the final third, especially anxiety part, decision making, individual. I was happy with Ndu. That's a quality that every player brings into the team. Taita started well, but as the game wore on, then you see that the game is no more suiting him because he's constantly looking to run in behind, instead of coming into the pockets. And when we changed our approach a little bit and bringing players offensively that can play inside and outside, I think we looked a little bit better. And possibly we didn't push enough for the second goal, but yeah, so it is.
Coach, it's no secret that you were first wanted Maseko, the senior team, and you can see why. Right?
Yeah.
But is there any temptation to try and get Cassius now for the second league? Bafana do the business tomorrow.
To be honest, that's not in my mind at the moment. And logistically as well, it comes with its own challenges. We have a very, very talented group of players. You'd wish. By the way, we played a team that has been together for a while, and you can see it. Some players have CHAN experience, probably a lot more players with CHAN experience compared to the analysis that we did coming into this game. Players coming out of their under 20s. The left back is playing for the senior team, Mulunga. So yeah, I would say, unless if they say Cassius is available, but we made a decision. So we have to give these guys experience. Radio Pani came in, he did very well, but you can see a little bit of, immaturity in the final third. Ashley, showed aggression. These are experiences they have to pick up, and I think the most important lesson now is when you are in this situation, which maybe a lot of them is the first time they are in, how do you deal with it? So we have to do whatever it takes to cross the line because Bafana games are about this. Sometimes it's a bad result when you drew at home, but you know what? When you go away, then you knuckle down and get the result that is not expected. And this team, remember, they also went through Tunisia against our expectations, to be honest. So, as I said, I knew we're playing a very, very tough, good, competitive, maybe more competitive team. Tactically, I think we edge it a bit.
Maybe just to add on the question, Tigan, you were part of the squad that was called by Coach Bros. And they're not making the final cut and have to come to the mindset. Does it actually motivate you to say that if I work harder here, I'll get more and more as the coach, or you're a bit not enough motivated to have made the final cut aside?
Look, obviously, as a player, it's always good to be included in that. It means you're in the pool, you're edging closer. So at some point it has to give. But obviously, it's not like it's a step down because this is also very competitive level. Under 23, this is our professional players. It's not like we're playing amateurs. So the level you can see is very high. Teams are tactically very good, tactically aware. So you also need to knuckle down. It's never going to be easy, no matter if it's senior or under 23. It would be a good experience to obviously work with Coach Hugo. But obviously, my mind is with under 23. I'm here now, so obviously, I'm working hard to try and get the team to the AFCON.
Coach, how much of mental preparation are you going to focus on? Because you clearly see that these guys are aggressive.
Yeah.
On probably off the help the players to deal with the mind games that are going to happen when we get there.
Yeah, no, we spoke about these elements, and you could see towards the end, we're falling down, buying time, but it's part of international football. Yeah, coming to that side, as I'm saying, it's going to be very, very, very important that we focus on what we have to do on the pitch. And the most important thing is that we continue to give the players the confidence. And the confidence come from doing the analysis and see the positive things that we did in this game and correct, the challenges that we might have there and there. But we have to play with a little bit more aggression, a little bit more fight. I don't think we took enough risks into the box because that's also one of the elements based on our technical ability. I don't think in the attacking final third we took enough, play into the box that could result into potential penalty situations, for example. So that's also because they're a physical team, anyhow. So we'll come up with strategies to make sure that we give ourselves an advantage, and of course, important is that we defend properly. So from a mental perspective, I think the players are disappointed. Of course they are, but they also know that the team they are playing now, it's not a team, it's not an easy team, it's not a walk in the park. So yeah, mentally I still have confidence, and I think they have belief. At 1-0 when we came in the change room, it was important, to make them realize and believe that the way we are playing, there's nothing wrong. It's just the little details about the game. So for me, that's the first most important thing. We are traveling tonight, unfortunately, and get there quickly, and then we'll recover tomorrow. And during this recovery process, we'll look at the game and start to talk to players individually, because a lot of them gave quite a shift, to be honest. Swane, remember, he hasn't been playing for the last few weeks, but we managed to push him up to 80, 85th minute. So yeah, those are the things that shows that the character is there.
But do you expect your combination play at the back to be a lot better now that you've seen? Because we've seen the second half also, you looked a lot better. Your combination with the way to be a lot smoother because you've seen what they can.
Yeah, look, I think like Coach said, I think amongst the group we haven't trained a lot together, but obviously as you can see, the cohesion now it's getting together. That feel. We're getting a feel to know each and everyone what their strengths are and playing towards that. I think as a collective, as a team, the cohesion is there. The way we play, we understand. We know what's expected from us. So obviously, I think going forward, obviously in the next hour, I think we can only expect better from ourselves.
Coach, thoughts on Chauke since it was his first international game in the country?
Yeah, look, you can see why we didn't start him, isn't it? You know, and we have to be careful about the timing of when we bring him because the game was going to be physical. The game was going to require, a lot of energy, a lot of running, and that was my big fear. Also perhaps him first time being exposed to playing against African opposition at this level. So there was a lot of things to consider. But the most important overriding issue was, he spent 3 days, not really settled, not really connected with the team. He missed 2 training sessions. But yeah, in terms of the minutes he gave him, as I said, not enough. Of course, under difficult conditions, we have to be fair and honest to him. But yeah, he did some good things. Received the ball, combined well. But you can see that he struggled a little bit with having the energy to help us when we don't have the ball. And at the time, we needed everyone to really push themselves and work hard. So now he'll be, I think, better integrated into the group. And I'm sure that he will add some value, and it also gives us an idea in terms of where he is, because this is international football. It's not club football. But yeah, he's a player with huge potential. You can see that he's got a football brain. He knows how to play the game. It's just for him to connect with the group.
Just